today's session, I am excited to dive into this topic that can greatly benefit our daily lives, and that is how meditation helps with patience. We're going to explore the powerful ways meditation can help us be more patient. If you are anything like me, all the stress of the day gets the best of you and you start to lose patience, you start to get frustrated. These things come out toward other people. We are standing in line at the grocery store like, come on, I have things to do here. We're driving and we're stuck in traffic and we're frustrated. We're waiting for kids to put shoes on or buckle their seatbelts or finish their dinner. And we just really have so much to do. We get impatient, we get short-tempered, we have those knee-jerk reactions. And this is all speaking from experience. This is my personal and the things that I have worked with my clients on, that this is something so many of us face. So I want to first explain how meditation contributes to developing and enhancing our patience, our level of patience. So meditation is about cultivating mindfulness. So by practicing mindfulness, we become more aware of our thoughts, our emotions, our bodily sensations in the present moment without judgment. That's the tricky part for most of us, without judgment. Having this awareness, heightening this awareness, allows us to observe the fact that we might be impatient without reacting impulsively. So mindfulness enables us to respond to these challenges, to these situations with greater patience. Another great benefit of meditation is increased self-awareness. So we can start to recognize the underlying causes and triggers of impatience. And again, this coming from a personal experience, once we start to recognize, once we start to identify what is happening and how we're feeling about it, that's where we can start to make change. So by understanding these patterns, these tendencies that lead us to feeling impatient, we gain the ability to respond more thoughtfully, more consciously, with more kindness toward others and ourselves, right? This self-awareness empowers us to choose patience as a response rather than reacting automatically. And that goes back to, again, those knee-jerk reactions, those, kind of that feeling short-fused or short-tempered. We just don't have anything left in us to deal with this. And that all comes out. And then meditation strengthens emotional regulation. And that is kind of what I just alluded to. Impatience often arises from a state of emotional restlessness, emotional turbulence. These are those challenges. Our emotions are up against all these things all day long. And so through meditation, we are able to develop emotional resilience because we're able to calm the mind. We're able to reduce stress. We're able to reduce the impact stress has on us, okay? With regular practice, we can train our minds to remain calm and composed. And sometimes we like to think of this as feeling like we're in control, feeling like that natural flight, fight, or freeze response doesn't take over. We have a say in how we're responding to things in our lives. So we remain calm and composed when we're feeling frustrated, when we're having these time-consuming situations, and it allows us to be more patient. Meditation also encourages a shift in perspective. and acceptance. So it allows us to see beyond the immediate frustrations, and it allows us to have that broader understanding of the present moment. So we can accept the circumstances as things that are outside of our control. We can let go of resistance. We can develop this patience, knowing that things are going to happen in their own time. And sometimes we don't need to be in the driver's seat, so to speak. So meditation is a journey. Each session contributes to our growth. And I always say that patience and persistence are what will make your meditation journey successful. As you continue to practice, you will learn and grow more and more every time. Okay? So before we end today's session, I want to leave you with a few tips for incorporating meditation into your daily life. Now you know one of the reasons. There are so many, countless benefits as to why meditation is helpful in our lives, particularly in this discussion, talking about being patient and talking about coming from a place of calm and comfort, right? So you know all of that, but how do you start to implement this if this is new to you? Start with short sessions. Gradually increase that duration as you feel more comfortable. So if you are completely new, 10 minutes might feel like a lifetime to try to sit down and meditate. Start with a minute. Start with 2 minutes. Very small, and then add on. Find a consistent time and place for your meditation practice. You can meditate really anywhere, but our body works, our brain works off of signals, right? Things we know happen in the morning, things we know happen before we go to bed. So creating a consistent time, having those kind of triggers or signals to say, we're going to meditate now, is helpful. So if you're starting out, if you can find, a 5-minute window in the same place every single day to start this, that helps the brain get ready and you know what's coming next. Experiment with different meditation techniques to find what works best for you. Just like anything, just like reading a book, listening to music, podcasts, TV shows, movies, we all like different things. We all respond to things differently. And therefore, what works for me may or may not work for you. And that is just through a little bit of trial and error. And again, that patience and persistence. And then be gentle and compassionate with yourself. This is a process. They call it a meditation practice for a reason. This is something that will grow. It will change as you do. So having that patience is key. I hope that you found this session helpful in understanding how meditation can help you cultivate patience in your life. And I am happy to help if there's any questions that you might have. Until next time, remember to be patient with yourself and others as you continue on your journey of meditation and mindfulness.